We are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. Today, we're going to be going ahead and expanding upon our farms, as well as trying to get some automation set up for fuel. We're not trying to get like full automation, but we are trying to get it to where we can craft a ton of fuel over time, and then just put it into a hopper system with chests, because right now, auto crafters are expensive, or actually, they're not that expensive. I actually might just buy one. Yeah, we can get one for 550 right now. Let's go ahead and do that. So 550k. We're just gonna try and figure out some automation. That is the main plan. As well, we did hit island level 7, which is really nice. Working towards island level 8, so I did place down the cow spawners, and I did kind of forget to make the sweet berries layer, so we might build that today as well. But before we get into doing everything, if you do buy anything on the Cosmic Store, consider using my creator code. Not Connor is my creator code. It's literally my branding name, so consider using it if you do want to support me while getting your items. I've also been saving up a ton of wheat, turning it into bread, and then also saving up a ton of chicken for recipes, which I have finally gotten all the pages for all 3 of these recipes that we want to unlock. We got cranberry turkey, we got cod chum, and we got glowtorch. And I want to make glowtorch to some sort of extent, like maybe not fully automated, but some sort of way to get glowtorch so it can be running. But there we go, we got glowtorch. Now let's make cod chum. There we go. And then we're gonna do the cranberry, and we only have 1 page for burnt smoked beef, which is kind of unfortunate, which honestly is what it is. But if we turn on our chunks, I think we're gonna use this chunk for automation. At least I think that is the plan. It doesn't really matter where we do it. So we need to check how much a auto miner is. They're 3.2 million. So we're not gonna be using a regular auto miner. We're gonna be using a baby auto miner, which is the new addition to the server. They have baby versions of the auto kind of mining robots and harvester, fisher, all sorts of things. The only 2 things we have of fully adult versions, I guess you could say, a auto harvester and a auto fisher, which is what it is, but it's definitely pretty decent that we have at least these to start with. And we got a baby auto crafter, because the thing is, it's 2 million for a regular auto crafter, and I am definitely not going to be using a regular one, which I don't know the difference. I think it's just the item slots inside of the crafter is the difference, which honestly makes not much of a difference here, if I'm gonna be honest. I might actually read the change logs on what it actually changes for the baby auto crafter. Okay, so the baby versions require 1 fuel per craft, and then also craft every 3 seconds, and then input 5 items every 5 seconds. So it's honestly not bad to even just use a baby version of these for just fuel crafting. I'd say for maybe coal fuel it's good, but maybe not iron fuel and higher. That's probably not a wise idea. And now hoppers are in the science shop. So if you go in the shop, there's a science shop here, and we only have tier 1, which we get tier 2 eventually down the road, which we have to unlock. But there is gold ingots and scraps as well as blocks, and we have a ton of that inside of our trinket that I've been storing up over time from adventure runs. We have 3,000 we could work with here, and now hoppers are 32 scraps. So if I pull this out, this is 2 hoppers here, so we can get 4 hoppers, 6 hoppers, so on. So I think I'm gonna start with 4 just so we have some hoppers to work with. That would probably be a good idea. And that used 128 gold scraps, which is 2 ingots. So now we need to grab out our fuel nodes, which I want to check IS mining and see if we have them already by default, which yes, you start with them by default, so that is fine. So we'll go ahead and start placing these down. What's the radius on a baby miner? It's a 1 × 1 × 1 radius. What? This has to be a joke, right? So we got fuel in, and it mines around it. Okay, but it takes a decent bit of time between each mining. So it mines every 3 seconds, and we have 30, so we can only use 9 because it doesn't mine the outside here. It literally won't mine this. It's not gonna mine this node at all, so we can only use 9 per miner, and the hopper usage is gonna be insane on this thing. Like if we go ahead and place it down, and then there's a miner here, and we go like this and this. Doesn't really matter if you do it the other way around, but you get the point. You go along like this, and it's just gonna use 4 hoppers just to get to the other one. That is crazy. So I guess we'll set up 3 of them. We're gonna have to use a lot of gold anyways, so it's fine. And then I'm guaranteed going to need 4 more of these, so let's grab out 2 more of the stacks here, buy all the 4 hoppers, and then we go along like this. Okay, so I got the hoppers and the miners down, the baby miners. Okay, I'm gonna get more hoppers because I definitely am gonna need a ton of these in the future anyways. Then we're gonna go along here and have the auto crafters sit right here. So it's gonna sit right there, and this is where it's gonna get its fuel input from, which is gonna be for the collection of fuel. So we go to PV4, and can we place place these yet, because that might be an issue if we can't. Oh, we can. Perfect. So we set this to mining and we go to fuel. There we go. Fuel selected. And now we should be able to just start this up. And I'm going to put some in each of these for the time being. Probably more in the back ones because it does have to fill up eventually. Actually, we can just go ahead and grab some dirt. So we'll grab dirt and grass. And then once this fills up, we can go ahead and put dirt and then repeat the cycle. So then it doesn't have to be fully filled properly. It's going to take a while for this whole thing to fill up, but it definitely will fill. Also, I've been saving these for a while. We're going to start claiming our player skill tokens. You do need ranks for these depending on the skills. The first skill is for the first rank, and then the second two skills after that are for second rank, and then the two after that are for top rank. We'll go to island skills because we're going to do these. Okay, so it's the way I literally specified it. So you have to go in order from 1 to 5, but we are going to do island skills first because I do need this, and I want to hit to level 3 as soon as possible. So I'm going to have to get another one off camera maybe or something, but we're going to be able to get more XP from spawner mobs by killing them, 25% actually. And then when we mine a node, it has a chance to instantly respawn, so we'll get that. Oh, and one thing I wanted to do with the collection here was go ahead and do the method where you actually put down a chest next to the autocrafter collection. Like, let me build it. So we put a hopper facing this way, put a chest here, and then put the collection chest, so we get double the output. And you'll see why we do this in the future. It's gonna put some of the fuel in here, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or it might just keep going into the system, but eventually it's gonna go into here, which is good. And then we're gonna build next to this some baby auto miners on coal and start getting some coal fuel going. Everything just has to be super compact. It's really weird, but I mean, we'll get it to work eventually. Oh yeah, and the baby crafter also has like limited recipes for like starting ones, so we can use it for coal fuel. That's literally it for fuel purposes. Probably a wise choice. So in order to get to coal nodes, we need to actually hit 1,000 cobblestone mined and level 8 on our island, which we're not going to be able to do right away, but eventually we're going to be placing them all along here and doing the same pattern. That's why I have this little extra hopper here for the future that is going to put fuel in here, and then the excess will mine the coal. Pretty simple. And then we collect it into the crafter here on this side and then make the fuel. I think that's our best option. So I just need to go ahead and place down the cobblestone nodes because I have to mine these manually, about 1,000 of them, and I'm just realizing we haven't even done wood. That is crazy. I've not even started any of this. We only need to mine 25, so 2 little harvests of this and we should be good. Okay, we should be done after this one. There we go. So any of these that are logs now, we can just go ahead and start breaking. So now we can go ahead and do the stone, the cobblestone. So let's go ahead and start placing these, and we're going to use every single one of these that we have here, so then we can get the maximum efficiency out of using them. There we go. We can start mining the cobblestone. Now we gotta mine 1,000. The thing is, we're not going to be able to do coal until maybe tomorrow, like the coal fuel, by the time I record the next clip, of course. So I'll be doing a lot of off-camera grinding to get the island level 8, because that is another requirement to even use coal, along with the cobblestone, which I guess it is what it is. So once I have the cobblestone done, I'm gonna come back, and also when I have island level 8, and I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So it's been around 12 hours, a little bit more than that since the last clip. And as you can see, we're island level 8 now, and we don't need any more cobblestone, because if we look at island mining, we have it unlocked, the coal ore nodes, and eventually we'll get the iron nodes just by the coal mining itself overnight. Just like as you can see, the fuel nodes we mined since we started making that system, 46,000, almost 47,000, which honestly is not too bad. I'll take it. But yeah, we're gonna set up the coal fuel system now. As well, I've been upgrading my set. If anyone wants to take a look at this and copy it, this is kind of the ideal set I've been rocking for Chain Adventure, and it kind of applies for PvE purposes. The only enchant I'm missing is the Enlightened enchant. I was gonna put Deathbringer, but I got the new Gears enchant, which gives speed. As you can see, if I put them on now, I zoom up slightly quicker, which is really good. It just makes moving way easier. So we're gonna get Enlightened. That is the plan for our last enchant. Probably not on video, but I thought I'd mention it and show off the set and how it's looking, as well as the axe. The axe looks amazing. It's pretty much done, I believe. Except we could have got Hitlist Hunter with a mythic socket, but you know, I did not start with a mythic axe, so that's on me. Either way, I did find a cool method while I was streaming. Someone showed me their design of how they do their fuel system, and they use like water streams, and basically they were trying to conserve 2 hoppers between each of these by using a water system, but it was all on the same level with the water system. So my solution was just putting chests with a ton of dirt in it and fuel at the very top slot to save 2 hoppers each time. It's a very smart method. And then of course these hoppers are gonna have to stay the way they are because we need them this way, but you can definitely save hoppers by using chests. It's a wise idea. Instead, I've been using 5 of the hoppers right now for my alt, which is holding a Slayer Sam pet. It basically passively kills mobs and gives you 50% of the island XP you would have gained from that. So I get island XP from the cows it's killing, which the loot goes into here. It adds up for the money wise over time for doing literally nothing. But I guess we can go into PV4, grab out everything we need. We got the hoppers here, and we have the 3 bots here. We got everything we need. Let's go ahead and get the coal nodes. We got a stack in 1. We'll just grab out the stack. We won't even need a stack, which is all right. So now we place all these down, copy the same system here, and then we need hoppers on top in the proper positions. So we're gonna copy it on this one, and then we'll grab chests, of course. I just need my axe out so we can break things as well as pickaxe. And we have this full of fuel here, which is really good. I am probably gonna take out the fuel and put dirt in here once it all flows through. So I got the chests out. We're gonna go ahead and place those down, and then we have to place it like this on top, and then one here. And I'm gonna start up the coal miners, just get them going and see how much they use for one of these, because I don't know how much usage it's gonna do. Okay, so it's using quite a bit of fuel for this. Okay, for like barely any of this. Good to know that we have a system that will only prioritize the fuel first and then go into here, which is nice. So I put the hopper underneath. Now we gotta grab out a ton of fuel and start filling each bot, and there's specific hoppers. So let's put all the fuel in, and then fuel here. And what did I fill this with? It was grass, then dirt, then grass. So we gotta grab all that. 4 grass, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we fill this all in with dirt, so we put 1 in each slot, and then we put grass up here, more dirt in here, and we'll swap out that 1 extra slot here in a moment. There we go. Okay, so everything is done. We should be getting an overflow of regular fuel again here in a moment. And also we need to get our science up on our island because we need link chests, which I don't know if we can actually use those yet, but we'll go ahead, upgrade this once, upgrade twice, and then yeah, we need 15 on our island to use a link chest, which is kind of annoying. So it's gonna be a while, but definitely will be worth it once we hit that. But we might as well have upgraded those beforehand. So I think I have an idea of how I want to build the crafter, so it cycles all the crafted fuel back into the top and reuses it and also stores it. That is all I want to really do. We're gonna grab deep slate, and we need a glass type that I want to use. I think we'll just use regular. So we're gonna have water go to a bubble column, which is gonna be, I think, right here. Or actually, we're gonna push it back 1 more. Okay, so it's gonna float to here, and then we need a water bucket just so it's where it's gonna land. And I don't know if it's soul sand or magma. I think it's soul sand that I need. We'll go into shop, and we're gonna buy a stack of glass. So the glass will go up here and along the part here. So from that water there, it's gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this is gonna go up to here, and it'll go on a flowing system again. It's so difficult building without fly. I should grab a flight orb. It'll make things 10 times better if we just use the flight orb. So there we go. We're gonna fill this all in around the outsides. Okay, so now we need to figure out the chest system for the top of this. So we're gonna have chests going in a zigzag format, and it's gonna use a lot of hoppers, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. And eventually this will be redesigned in the future. We can just go ahead and break this, and then we'll have the glass go around this, and then it falls into there. Yeah, that's a good idea. We got a sign, we'll put it there, and then we need water again. I do have a ton of buckets, so we can just grab those. Fill them all up, because we're gonna need pretty much all of them. And then we need to get inside the tube first. So we can start placing every single individual block as water, because they all need to be water to push the item upwards with the, I believe, soul sand. So I need a few more of these, so let's get all this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this should be enough now. Yeah, so then it pushes it over. So let me put this on top. Perfect. So if we go here, we have a decent bit of coal and we have a decent bit of fuel. Let's go ahead, do /craft and put it in and make some coal fuel. And now we're gonna put this in the bot to start crafting this all. And we actually do need the collection on the side for the coal itself, because we're not even collecting it right now, which is kind of silly of me. So we're gonna go ahead, put a hopper on the side and put a chest here, set it to coal. There we go. And now all the excess coal should be heading in. If I turn this on, it should start flowing up the coal fuel. Yeah, so it goes up, I think. Or no, it doesn't yet because we don't have soul sand. All right, soul sand, let's replace it. and it should push it up now. There we go. Now it goes into the system, goes all the way back down, and it should start filling this in a bit here. As you can see, it is definitely filling it. One thing I am, of course, noticing is this right here is going to be an issue. It is slowly ticking down on its fuel. This is slowly going down here, which is not a good sign. It should be going upwards always. So we need to find a solution for this. Actually going to move the hopper up one, so then it instantly starts going into both of these. So then we'll have auto miners up top here of the same thing, just doing it above. That is a brilliant idea. And then it should have a stable system for this. And we have a lot of time to build it, so it should be fine. After a decent bit of time, I have figured out how I want this to look and how it's going to work. So now we just need to go ahead and place down the chests above the miners. I got the fuel blocks in position, or fuel resource nodes, which is really good. We just need to go ahead, place down these hoppers, and let the fuel start going in, and it should be good. I just got to turn this on. So all the fuel this is going to be mining is not really being used, but it's going into here to keep this running. That is literally the gist of it. And I did change up how the storage is. We only have like 3 double chests, which is fine. I'll take what I can get. So now if we look in here, it's going up, it's climbing, and that solves our problem. I guess for the meantime, we can put a lot of this fuel that is currently stacking up into these bots, and then we can start filling up the chests and the hoppers, and then we'll be pretty much done. So once this is full, the crafter will start filling. It's pretty simple. So we're gonna put grass in here, and then the next thing is gonna be dirt, which is this chest. So we go along, put in the dirt, perfect. Okay, we should pretty much be done filling this all in once I fill this in. So let's go ahead and do that. Put our last little bit of dirt in here, and then we put the fuel, and we are done. So now we have infinite fuel running, which is really good. It's not gonna shut off because, as you can see, this has gone up and it's still gonna go up, which I love to see that. As you can see, it just went up and it's still going up, so that's a good sign. So it is the next day, and honestly, the system is going crazy. I got a whole level in less than 24 hours on our island. We're level 9 and 28% just from this running, and then also the Slayer Sam running, killing the cows over time. As you can see, a decent bit of loot in here, which we can go ahead and sell the leather. And I don't know if I mentioned previously, but this island is going to be open to the public using /IS warp not Connor. You can be able to go to the island and replicate things that I have built over here if you are struggling with anything you're trying to build. So that is one thing I did want to mention, but I did say at the start of the video we were going to work on sweet berries, which I haven't even done yet. So it's safe to say we'll go ahead and do that. And as well, I do have some more recipes I've been getting over time. We have burnt smoked beef, mashed soup, and we got the iron fuel recipe as well as the beetroot. And of course, I'm obviously working on these ones as we are literally recording this. So we're going to go ahead and claim all these recipes and keep working on these recipes for the next video just to have them unlocked. And the way I'm actually making my money right now is running the iron adventure with my chain set that is maxed out with a really good axe, of course, like a decent starter one for iron. It's only got Marauder's Edge too, but it is pricey to get the enchants right now, so I kind of only could get level 2, but it definitely works out using my chain set, which I still do not have enlightened on, which is unfortunate. Still working towards that, but we'll get there eventually. So we're gonna go and shop, and we're gonna buy some stairs for deep slate bricks and some more deep slate, and we're gonna make some simple stairs for the next layer because we're gonna put down the sweet berries so I can start farming those and get some XP manually. From my knowledge, this should be the layer we're gonna be on, so we're good with the deep slate now. We can go put that all away. I have also organized my chest better. We have a ton of loot in here that we still have to use for different videos, of course, and other automation, but I've been organizing everything. It's going good. So now we can buy dirt, which we are gonna go ahead and buy, and I think I already have some in here anyways, but we are gonna buy as much of this as we can and then put grass down to spread it. So we just need to go along and repeat the same kind of thing we did with the wheat. We don't need any water, which is nice, or tilled land, so that is kind of convenient. I can't lie about that. So in the center, we're gonna just make it all grass so then it spreads to both sides. So I'm gonna do the other side now with dirt. But if these videos are helpful for the automation, leave a like on the video. I'd very much appreciate it. It helps get the videos out in the algorithm, and if it helps you specifically for automation, then a like is very appreciated. Okay, we should be done the dirt here. There we go. So now we need grass. I think I might just do right down the middle with grass because we don't have a lot of it and I'd rather pay less money. So we're gonna just go along here, speed bridge, go all the way down the middle, and then use the rest of dirt. And since my ult is rendering the whole island, this will grow into grass eventually. But there we go. We should be done that. And now we grab out our sweet berries, which I've put in all my plants into this chest here. So all my plant crops will go in here now that are spare and just not being used at the time because my PV was getting cluttered and I did not like that at all. All right, we're almost done with the sweet berries. And there we go. Sweet berries are done. I'll finish this off camera, the whole layer. But for now, this is good enough to get the job done for farming because I still need to farm manually. Definitely good XP as well as killing cows for the island. That being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I appreciate all the support recently and I will see you all in the next one.